Today's episode of Blind Grilling is all about how to brine and smoke some rainbow trout. Welcome to Blind Grilling. My name is Chris Peltz and I am the most interesting griller in the world. And joining me for this cook is my daughter Sarah. Say hi.
Hi.
And we went on a little bit of a fishing trip down in Branson, Missouri, Lake Taneycomo at Liley's Landing, and caught some rainbow trout. And so today we're going to put together a brine and work on smoking that rainbow trout for a delicious treat. The first thing we're going to do is put together our brine for this trout. Now we're going to start with a half gallon of water. Before we do the whole half gallon, we've got 4 cups of water that has been heated up. So we're going to go ahead and add that into our bowl. All right. Now, we're going to start putting in our ingredients. And our ingredients are pretty simple and basic. We've got a half a cup of sugar, regular white sugar. We've got a half a cup of brown sugar.
Here, this is going to dump in there.
Okay. We've got a half a cup of salt.
Okay.
We've got 2 tablespoons of garlic powder.
Okay.
And 2 tablespoons of chili powder.
Okay.
Now, the next thing and the last thing, of course, we'll add more water to this in just a minute. We'll need another 4 cups of water. Now, we did hot water to kind of get this mixed up and dissolved in, but now the next 4 cups we add are going to be cold. And while Sarah's working on getting those cups together, one of our last ingredients is about 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. I'm actually going to do the juice of half a lemon. Give me my tongs, please. And just as we showed you from one of our Quick Tip Tuesdays, I'm just going to squeeze this lemon with our tongs over our bowl here. Another little quick tip to help you guys out with the lemon, not only squeezing it with the tongs, but if you can put it in the microwave for about 20 to 30 seconds ahead of time, it helps kind of break that up as well. You can get a little bit more juice going also. I'm going to go ahead and do both halves here. So we're going to get this mixed up.
You want the cold water?
Go ahead and add the cold water now. And folks, that is the brine that we're going to use for the trout that we've got. Now, it would probably work for 4 or 5 small rainbow trout. We've got 3, but one of them's pretty nice. All right, so we'll get the trout out, and we'll get ready to get this start brining. So the way we prepared these rainbow trout is Sarah, my lovely daughter over here, cut off their heads. I think that was her favorite part.
That was the most fun I've had in a long time.
Right. Okay. We gutted them out, and she pulled the fins and off of the rainbow trout. So what we do now is we put those in our bag. Got our bag.
Okay.
All right. So get that one. Got that one. Got that one. All right. And now I'm going to wash my hands, and then we're going to pour that brine into that bag, and we're going to let it set overnight, and then we'll be back in the morning to fire up the smoker and smoke these trout. So the trout has been brining overnight, and so what we've done is we've taken them out, let them sit on the counter and kind of dry out, air dry just a little bit. I'm kind of patting them dry, you know, with a nice paper towel, just kind of getting them dry, you know, as best I can, any excess moisture off of them. And we're getting ready to put these on the smoker, and I'll show you the setup once we get out there to the big green egg. We got the big green egg set up indirect cook at 225 degrees. Our flame boss is connected. It's going to keep us steady at that 225, and we've put some alder wood in on top of our charcoal to get that really nice, mild, alder flavored smoke in our trout. Now these are going to take several hours at this low of a temp, but let's go ahead and put them on the smoker. I'm going to set them up and kind of open them up, make sure they get plenty of smoke inside these trout. Awesome. All right, we're going to close this down and going to let them go. Like I said, it'll probably take 3 or 4 hours. Real low and slow smoke, but really excited to see how these things turn out. So folks, we have pulled this trout off the smoker, and man, it smells amazing. But I wanted to kind of show you, like on this one, that skin is just kind of peeling right off, right back. And there's a little piece right there. And we're going to give this trout a little taste test. Wow. That is amazing. Folks, that is good stuff. Man, that brine is from Bradley Smokers. A friend of mine told me to really got to try that out, and they are right. Bradley Smokers, perfect trout brine, or perfect smoked trout. Man, that is a perfect sweet and salty flavor of that trout. That was amazing. Yeah, and Gracie said it tasted good too. She had a little bit of a bite while ago as well. Appreciate everybody watching Blind Grilling. Hope you've enjoyed this video with this smoked trout. It's first time brining it for us. That brine worked great. And so we're going to get some rice cooked up. We're going to pull these off. It took about 3 hours on the smoker, which is about what we were looking at, you know, thinking between 3 and 4, but maybe it's about 10 minutes shy of 3 hours on the big green egg. And so these turned out amazing. Thanks again for watching. Remember, if you're looking, you ain't cooking.